your selection.
This morning in the 6 o'clock hour of Fox 4 Rising, there's a growing concern in Collier County after another man approaches a child in East Naples near an elementary school. What the school district and parents are doing to protect their kids. Plus, today's primary in Indiana will be either make or break for the presidential candidates. Coming up, we'll tell you why some voters are saying the primaries are already practically over. Fox 4 Rising starts right now.
Seth Misrata's morning news source. You're watching Fox 4 Rising.
Good morning and welcome to the 6 o'clock hour of Fox 4 Rising. I'm Kelly Dame. We're following breaking news just into our newsroom minutes ago. The defense secretary says a U.S. serviceman has been killed in the neighborhood of Erbil, Iraq. Right now, details are limited. We're going to keep you updated on this story as more information becomes available to us. Brand new as you wake up with us, the 2018 Winter Olympic Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea, hitting a rough patch. Officials announced today the chief organizer, Cho Yang-ho, has quit. This news comes amid heavy debt at the business group his family controls. Ho is chairman of the group, which controls Olympic sponsor Korean Air and a major shipping company. He took the job as president of Pyeongchang's organizing committee in July of 2014. New this morning, today, there will be a funeral to honor the 6 of 8 victims in the Ohio family shootings. Ohio's Attorney General says there will be a lot of security at the funeral for the family members who were killed in what authorities are calling a planned attack, targeting one family. Today's service will be the last of 3 funerals for the victims. 7 adults and a 16-year-old boy were found dead 2 weeks ago in an area near Cincinnati. Authorities say all 8 were shot in the head. The 3 young children were left unharmed. They're still looking into who killed them and why. A solar-powered plane is in Phoenix this morning after a flight from California on the latest leg of its round-the-world journey. Solar Impulse 2 landed around 9 last night. The aircraft took off from Northern California shortly after 5 a.m. yesterday, then took the 16-hour flight to Phoenix. The plane started the journey last year. The wings are equipped with 17,000 solar cells that power propellers and charge batteries. The aircraft will make 2 more stops in the U.S. before crossing the Atlantic. 6:02 now. Today, the race to the White House will continue in Indiana's primary. But according to recent polls, most voters already think the primary is practically over. A new CNN ORC poll found 84% of voters nationwide think Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee. And essentially the same amount of people, 85%, think Hillary Clinton will lead the Democratic ticket. But those numbers haven't stopped Ted Cruz or Bernie Sanders, their rivals, from campaigning hard.
This primary is coming down to the Midwestern common sense, to the good judgment of Hoosiers.
Our ideas are the future of America.
There will be 57 delegates up for grabs for the Republicans. The Democrats will be fighting over 83 delegates and 9 superdelegates. Of course, you can count on Fox 4 Rising to have the latest results on Indiana's primary for you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, President Obama will be heading to Flint, Michigan to get a first-hand look at the water crisis affecting the city. While there, he will speak with members of the Flint community. Michigan decided to save money 2 years ago by switching Flint's water supply from Lake Huron to the Flint River. Because the water wasn't properly treated, lead from aging service lines began leaching into the Flint water supply. So far, 3 government employees are facing criminal charges tied to the water crisis. And just shy of 6:04 this morning, and we want to send it over to our Storm Shield forecaster, Danny Beckstrom. Danny, yesterday we had the fog, some possible rain. Today, mainly the heat, or are we dealing with anything else?
Right, mainly the heat. That's what we're going to be noticing first thing. It is warm out there. It's very muggy. And then the chance for possible showers as we get into later this afternoon. I want to take a quick check of our driving conditions, though. So far dry. The showers that we saw overnight pushing further east, so that's not going to mess up your commute. And then the visibilities. They are dropping a little bit around the Fort Myers area. We're only at 7 miles right now, so not a perfect 10, but a big improvement compared to yesterday in Charlotte County. We are at a perfect 10 for Punta Gorda, Northport, and Arcadia so far this morning. So it's just Fort Myers, around the airport, Sanibel, that we're seeing a little bit of a haze, but so far still okay for your commute. Nothing that's going to mess it up. up a whole lot. I want to show you the right now conditions. Temperatures, dew points are not the same, and that's one of the reasons why we're not dealing with the fog in Charlotte County this morning. Also a little bit of a breeze. 73 though, 73 degrees, so it's warm with that dew point in the 70s. So you know it's muggy. It's a sticky start to your Tuesday morning. 74 degrees right now in Fort Myers, and in Naples it's 75 degrees. So that is a mild start to the morning with a quick heat up in store. This is what we're looking at for the next few hours, already to 80 degrees by 10 a.m. So it is a warm day, little bit of cloud cover. We'll call today partly sunny, and then as we do get into our late afternoon, early evening, the sea breeze storms are a possibility today, especially east of I-75. So we'll keep our eye on that, but for the most part today, hot, dry, and humid with some stormy conditions arriving tomorrow. So I'll get into that in greater detail coming up in about 10 minutes. Stephanie?
Now, on-time traffic brought to you by Associates and Bruce L. Shiner, attorneys for the injured.
All right, heads up to more road work in progress. This is out in Naples. If you're traveling down Collier Boulevard, this is going to be north and southbound between Golden Gate Parkway and Green Boulevard. You're going to see some stop and go and some possible lane closures due to this long-term construction. Traffic is going to slow down also on Davis Boulevard as you get towards Collier Boulevard right here due to that construction. Right now, it doesn't look too bad just right here at the intersection at Davis Boulevard and 75. I-75 south to Santa Barbara Boulevard is running about 7 minutes right now. Your commute looking pretty clear otherwise in Naples. Airport Pulling Road is running about 40 miles per hour. Livingston Road as well as Sander Bay Drive, that too is running at 40 miles per hour. No other delays or accidents right now. That's a look at your traffic.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. It's now 6:06. We now know that the body pulled from the Burnt Store Marina Sunday is that of a missing Northport boater. Deputies say he took his own life. This is an update to a story we told you about yesterday on Rising. 62-year-old Jim Winkler disappeared along the Lee and Charlotte County coast. Lee County deputies say he committed suicide shortly after leaving the El Jobin fishing pier last Thursday for a fishing trip. Deputies say they found Winkler's body floating Sunday in the water at the Burnt Store Marina. Deputies do not consider the death suspicious. Residents in Southwest Florida are starting to get seriously concerned after another man approached a child in an East Naples neighborhood yesterday. This is the 10th case in Collier County in just the past few weeks alone. It happened only a few blocks away from Avalon Elementary School. Deputies say a 9-year-old girl was walking home Friday when a man in his 50s approached her on his bike, asking her to stop. Fortunately, she ignored him and rushed home. The Collier County School District says it is doing what it can to spread awareness about these cases. And parents we talked to say they're making it clear to their children what to do when a stranger approaches.
You know, this is what I tell my stepchildren. If anybody approaches you, it doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter what they look like, just walk away, don't talk to them.
The men in the sketches that you see here are not facing any charges at this time. Deputies want to talk to them and find out why they are approaching children. Major changes for One Southwest Florida Airport after millions of dollars and months of construction. Today, Punta Gorda Airport's major terminal expansion is open for business. 400 Corners' Malcolm Johnson joins us live from the airport with more on what passengers can expect to see. Malcolm, good morning.
Yeah, Kelly, our photographer, Kurt, and I, we've been walking around this place. It's pretty nice. This is the Bailey Terminal here. This is the new spot that they've got. It went from 16,000 square feet to 40,000 square feet. One of the major improvements is over in that direction. It's a new parking lot they've got. They've completely expanded the amount of cars that are able to park in the side of this parking lot. And there's just a bunch of changes that they've made here. We're going to take a step inside. This is the arrival section here. The main reason they've made these changes is pretty simple: to make some more money. The more people that they can fit inside of this airport and fly in and out of this airport, the more money they can make. Allegiant is the one and only commercial carrier here. You see all this? This is all new territory here. This is where people will come in and pick up their bags and whatnot. Now, in terms of the costs, it really didn't cost them too much, relatively speaking, for the amount of renovations that they were able to make. About $9 million. We got a chance to speak with the chief of the airport. Take a listen to him as he talks about how we actually saved some money in the long run.
Both buildings, the one we built 7 years ago and this building, our total cost is around $12 million. This year we'll have around 400,000 enplanements, roughly 800,000 total passengers. Some airports have spent $100 million to build a terminal for that size market.
So really, they were able to save themselves some money. And I talked about parking a little bit earlier. This is where people will make their way over and pay for their parking tickets and whatnot. Another interesting fact I want to bring up, in March that just passed, they eclipsed a record here for the amount of people that flew out of this airport. Over 100,000 folks. That set a record. They've never seen that before. You got to figure a lot of them were making their way down for spring break. We're now reporting in Punta Gorda, Malcolm Johnson, Fox 4, Rising.
All right, Malcolm, thank you. It is now 6:10 on your Tuesday morning. Today, a controversial rehab facility in South Fort Myers will once again take center stage. We're talking about the center on Winkler Road, proposed center, we should say, on Winkler Road near Florida Southwestern State College and the Canterbury School. The developer has been trying to build it for a year now. Last month, a magistrate ruled that Lee County commissioners were in their right to decide against rezoning the land. Commissioners could accept that ruling this morning, and if they do, the developer will likely file a lawsuit against the county. One of Southwest Florida's most prominent shopping plazas, the Gulf Coast Town Center, is officially hitting the auction block. It's the biggest standalone foreclosure in county history at more than $212 million. The foreclosure comes after Wells Fargo sued the mall's owners last year for defaulting on their $191 million loan. The online foreclosure auction is slated to take place in 2 weeks, May 18th. Right now, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working to figure out how hundreds of passengers aboard a Disney cruise ship got sick, how they were even confined to their rooms for 24 hours. Plus, the sequel to the movie Space Jam is in the works, and a certain basketball superstar is set to take the lead. Coming up, we'll tell you who it is. You're watching Fox 4 Rising. It's 6:11.
Name a kind of soup that's not appropriate for the office.
Chicken noodle.
You don't wear no chicken noodle soup in here.
Family Feud, weeknights at 7 on Fox 4. Watch Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley weeknights on Fox 4 News at 6, 10, and 11.
The Trail Cafe and Grill is truly homemade food with the freshest ingredients. Take breakfast, take your time. It really will be your most important meal of the day. Lunch and fresh baked daily treats are an added bonus. Trail Cafe and Grill, home style that'll make you smile.
Bruce has a lot of respect from the people who ride motorcycles down here.
And he supports bikers. He supports the different organizations out there. He's a part of the community. He's a part of the family. He's got your back, and that's what that's part of the process of being part of the biker community. Is you know that you can trust somebody when they got you covered, when they got your back, and when they're looking out for you and taking care of you.
Check out the fresh new look on McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Try a flaky filet of fish made with sustainably sourced fish, a Big Mac made with 100% beef, Chicken McNuggets made with white meat, or a quarter pounder with cheese seared on the grill. Pick any two for $5.
Get a McPick 2. Room after room after beautiful room. Every room at Rooms To Go is priced to sell during our spring clearance sale. Get amazing buys on special clearance items. Reduced sale prices on Cindy Crawford Home and the Sofia Vergara collection. Save big at Rooms To Go Kids and Teens. Plus finance interest-free until January 2019. So hurry, we must clear the way for new styles. Shop the Rooms To Go spring clearance sale today.
It's easy to command respect at every turn when you're engineered to literally drive circles around the competition. The all-new Audi Q7.
Zoomtan Skycams are live now on fox4now.com. Powered by Zoomtan. Go to zoomtan.com to get your spray tan coupon today.
The Trail Cafe and Grill is truly homemade food with the freshest ingredients. It's time for lunch with Mom's Meatloaf, a variety of sandwiches, or a wonderful Cobb salad. Breakfast and homemade pastries offered 7 days a week. Trail Cafe and Grill, home style that'll make you smile.
Good morning. It's 6:14 right now on our Tuesday morning. Happy Tuesday. Always good to get the Monday out of the way. One day closer to the weekend and a beautiful weekend ahead of us. We'll get to that forecast in a second. First, we got to get to today, right? What we're dealing with as we head outside. And as of right now, pretty calm and quiet. We did see those overnight scattered showers, especially further inland. They have since moved further east, and that's leaving us with just some cloud cover out there. Visibility much better than it was yesterday at this time, but still not perfect, especially as you move a little farther south. In Charlotte County, where we saw the biggest issues yesterday, perfect 10. But Fort Myers, Sanibel, even down to Naples, we aren't at perfect visibility this morning, but it's still not too bad. Hopefully nothing that's going to mess up your morning commute. It is a very mild start to your Tuesday. You'll feel it as soon as you walk outside. It's a warm one, and it's also a sticky one. Right now it's 75 degrees in Cape Coral, 74 in Fort Myers. And with our dew points also in the 70s, it definitely feels humid. I walked outside this morning and I could feel my hair just start to frizz up. So hopefully you can run inside of your office building today, not have to spend too much time outside this morning. And as soon as that sun comes up, hopefully these dew points will drop a couple degrees. But today it looks like we are going to stay in the 70s. 70 is what we're thinking the dew point will be. So it is going to be a little on the hot and humid side, but we have improvements ahead. As far as temperatures go, it's another warmer than average day, upper 80s, low 90s inland. We do have a chance for those isolated showers from the sea breeze as we get into later this afternoon, and mainly east of I-75 with a little bit of a breeze. Harbor temperatures not looking bad in the mid to upper 80s. Coastal regions will see mid to upper 80s as well, with a little sunshine today, especially as we get into this afternoon. Beautiful day at the beach will be in the low to mid 80s. Now our storm shield forecast, I want to give you a look at this because it gives you a look at the timing of what we're dealing with tomorrow. Today, 2:30, we're looking at sunshine. By your commute home from work, clouds moving back in, and that'll lead us into our stormy day tomorrow. Wednesday, 11:30, the rain will start, and it looks like these thunderstorms will stick around. It's a cold front moving through. By about 8 or 9, that's when we'll start to see our conditions clear up again. But the cold front moves through quick. It'll leave behind some cooler air, and that's what leaves us with this really nice forecast for the weekend. 7-day forecast looking a lot cooler and comfortable as we head toward Thursday and Friday, so a lot to look forward to. Stephanie?
Now, on-time traffic brought to you by Associates and Bruce L. Shiner, attorneys for the injured.
Okay, good Tuesday morning. We're giving you a live look at traffic from our FDOT cam here. This is I-75 North near Bonita Beach Road, and it looks to be moving a little bit slow. There is some volume building up out there. Now, we do have an accident that is west of 75 near Bonita Beach Road right here at Oakland Drive, so that could be causing some stop and go along your morning commute if you're traveling down Bonita Beach Road. But 75 didn't look too bad, as you saw from our live look there from our FDOT cam. Just keep this accident in mind if this includes your morning commute. Things have picked up, though, down Bonita Beach Road. We were showing some slow traffic, but it has turned to green in both directions. US 41 to 75 down Bonita Beach Road is about 5 minutes, and 41 Corkscrew Road to Bonita Beach Road about 8 minutes. That's your traffic.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. 6:17 now. A bond hearing is set for Thursday for the man accused of plotting to detonate a bomb at a South Florida Jewish center. 40-year-old James Medina made his first appearance yesterday. Officials say the investigation began in March. An FBI agent posed as a terrorist. The government says Medina met with that agent in Miami on Friday and took what he thought was a bomb. The agent actually gave him an inactive device. He was arrested after accepting that device. If Medina is found guilty, he faces life in prison. It is round 2 for former wrestler Hulk Hogan and Gawker. Hogan is suing Gawker again, this time for leaking a sealed transcript of a bedroom conversation where Hogan used the N-word. The actual recording led to Hogan's firing from World Wrestling Entertainment and the removal of his name from its Hall of Fame. The lawsuit accuses Gawker of intentionally inflicting emotional distress on Hogan by leaking the transcript. This new lawsuit comes after a judge awarded Hogan $140 million in March after Gawker released his sex tape. Right now, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working to figure out what made almost 100 Disney cruise ship passengers sick. A stomach bug aboard the Disney Wonder cruise ship last week sickened 92 passengers, and 5 crew members. It left Miami last Wednesday and returned Sunday after going to the Bahamas. The Disney Cruise spokeswoman says crew members sanitized handrails and closed self-serving food stations on the ship. Ill passengers were confined to their rooms for 24 hours. A sequel to Space Jam is in the works, and basketball superstar LeBron James is set to lead. The Hollywood Reporter says Justin Lin is co-writing and in talks to direct Space Jam 2. Lynn is the director responsible for 4 Fast and Furious films and the upcoming Star Trek Beyond. The original Space Jam, released in 1996, had Michael Jordan joining forces with Bugs Bunny and other cartoon characters to take on space aliens in a basketball game. James is already a bit of an acting veteran, playing himself in last summer's Trainwreck. No word yet on the sequel's plot or potential release date. Hopefully it has as good of a soundtrack as the original. You know what I'm talking about. Well, you can now officially start planning to spend the 4th of July on Fort Myers Beach. How local business owners came together to make sure the annual event didn't get canceled. Plus, trade in your gun or mace. There's a new self-defense tool designed with moms in mind. It even is something you can wear while you're holding your little ones. We'll tell you all about it coming up. You're watching Fox 4 Rising at 6:20.
What's in a name? At Elegant Outdoor Living, everything. Experience for yourself Elegant Outdoor Living's selection of luxurious outdoor furnishings at any of our 3 Southwest Florida showrooms. Let our designers help you create your ultimate backyard oasis and finally experience Elegant Outdoor Living at your home. Elegant Outdoor Living, the name says it all. Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, and Naples. Elegant Outdoor Living, the finest in outdoor furnishings.
Suffering painful ailments.
Barely able to walk.
With nowhere to turn. Until now.
Crippled by pain. Yes. And able to move freely.
Yes. Fox 4 uncovers a unique program that can help you be pain-free for free. Wednesday on Fox 4 News at 10.
Name something a divorced man hopes his ex-wife will do.
Sorry for this. Die.
We're not divorced!
Family Feud. Weeknights at 7 on Fox 4.
You know, May's been a big question mark all over Southwest Florida, and I got to tell you something, Caroline. Right here at the #1 Kia store in the world for Solo Kia, there's a lot of questions being asked, but one of them is not about financing, because I'm here myself the whole month. Back in the Cape, I took a month off, opened that new store up in Merritt Island, the other one in Tampa, but I'm back at my favorite store right here, the #1 store in the world, the Cape. A lot of question marks, but one thing is for sure. We're talking $159 a month on the Kia Optima. That's what's going on this month, folks. Don't miss the opportunity.
$159 a month.
Caroline, that's huge, Caroline, huge.
Check out the fresh new look on McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Try a flaky filet of fish made with sustainably sourced fish, a Big Mac made with 100% beef, chicken McNuggets made with white meat, or a quarter pounder with cheese seared on the grill. Pick any 2 for $5.
Make it a McPick 2.
Luigi was critically injured by a distracted driver.
Mr. Beckman was very helpful with me, and he delivered what he said he was going to try to do.
If you've been seriously injured, call Viles and Beckman.
After the accident, dealing with them was a pleasant experience.
Surf, stream, download, and play on multiple devices at once with CenturyLink Internet. Get up to 20 megs for $20 a month for 1 year with autopay when bundled with qualifying home phone plan. Call 855-744-FAST right now. Want to see this as an action movie? Get ready. 20 megs is only $20 a month. Or drama. Get up to 20 megs for $20 a month. Only from CenturyLink. Speed may not be available in your area. Call now.
Good morning. Welcome back. 6:22. What a great song to get your morning started off on this Tuesday. Of course, you're taking a beautiful look at the Caloosahatchee Bridge near downtown Fort Myers. Looking to be a beautiful but warm day. Danny's going to detail that coming up. Cape Coral City leaders, meanwhile, want to give downtown a boost, and they plan to do that by redeveloping Bimini Basin. The City Council just passed an ordinance last night that will allow them to begin the process of creating a downtown area with shops, restaurants, office spaces, and residential spaces. The council will now begin setting up meetings to work with the community to get their input and work with zoning ordinances that will promote growth but still work within the community.
I think we need to take into account the residents that already live in the area and make sure whatever we do allow to be developed, works in harmony with the people already there.
Right now, the Bimini Basin is 150 acres of mostly green space. The night sky will light up over Fort Myers Beach this 4th of July. Local business owners are breathing a sigh of relief for that. They say the annual fireworks and parade generates tourism and brings much needed money to the beach during those slower summer months. After the beach lost its funding a few years ago, council threatened to scrap the fireworks altogether. Local shop owners say that would have been devastating.
It's crucial. I mean, the fireworks is what drives the business for that weekend. I mean, if you don't have fireworks, you don't have a 4th of July weekend. Bars, restaurants, hotels, stores, everyone benefits from it.
Local businesses were able to raise $20,000 to help pay for the fireworks show. They presented a check to town council, which says it will match the donation.
Good morning, 6:24 right now on your Tuesday morning. I want to take a check of visibilities once again. Not as bad as it was yesterday, but still not a perfect 10, especially if you're in the Fort Myers area, Sanibel, even at 9 in Naples. So these visibilities aren't perfect, but it's good news for Charlotte County. We are at a perfect 10 this morning, a huge improvement compared to yesterday at this time. Hopefully your morning commute not as slow today as it was yesterday. It's definitely a warm start to the morning, though. Temperatures very, very mild as we start the day. I think we'll stay in the 70s all day long, even at our coolest today. A typical low is about 67 degrees, and your typical high is going to be in the mid-80s. So all day long will be above normal for this time of the year. 8 a.m. about 74, heating up pretty quick. A high of 88 degrees today in Fort Myers. We'll see partly sunny skies as we get into 2:30, 3 o'clock. I think the clouds are going to break, and we'll get a lot of sunshine. And then inland, we'll start to see those sea breeze storms pick up a little bit. So east of I-75 could have a few of those isolated showers this afternoon, but that means a great day on the beach. We're looking at low to mid-80s today. It is going to be a little breezy. That'll feel good, but pack that sunblock because the UV index is in the extreme category. 7-day forecast, not too bad. Big changes in store tomorrow, bringing us comfortable conditions for the weekend. Stephanie?
Now, on-time traffic brought to you by Associates and Bruce L. Shiner, attorneys for the injured.
All right, take a look at this major backup down 75 southbound. This is near Golden Gate Parkway. You can see emergency crews, those flashing lights are on the scene due to this accident. We've got some really slow traffic because of this, and those 2 southbound lanes are going to be blocked. So certainly as you head out the door in Naples, keep that in mind. You are going to see these delays down 75 southbound, and this is going to be before Collier Boulevard. So again, those 2 southbound lanes are blocked, so be extra cautious. Here you can see the slowdown. It went from green to red, which means things are not moving in that area. You're pretty much going to see that Pine Ridge Road to Davis Boulevard. That is running about 18 minutes right now. And then just remember, if you are traveling near Davis, you've got that road work as well. That's a look at your traffic.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. 2 Florida families hope an iPhone can give them some answers. The phone belongs to one of the Florida teens lost at sea during a fishing trip. We're talking to a local Apple expert about the chances of getting information from that damaged phone. Plus, 3 college students who claim to be the target of racially motivated attacks are now being targeted in court. They're accused of making the whole thing up. You're watching Fox 4 Rising. The time now is 6:27 on your Tuesday morning.
The in-depth coverage you need for the election you decide. Fox 4 News.
Hey there, neighbor. What are you working on?
The View.
Uh-oh, better get Mako. Right now, Mako's lowest price paint surface is on sale for only $4.99. Mako, America's Body Shop.
Make tomorrow awesome with Xfinity TV from Comcast. Right now, you can get Xfinity TV for just $19.99 a month for 12 months with Xfinity On Demand included. Call 1-800-800-5070 today. Xfinity On Demand delivers thousands of hit shows, top movies, and more at no additional cost. So you can catch up on the latest episodes of TV's hottest shows anytime, anywhere. Switch to Xfinity TV for just $19.99 a month for 12 months with Xfinity On Demand included. Plus, ask how you can add HBO, Showtime, or Stars and enjoy award-winning TV shows and movies at home and on the go. There's no term contract and no early termination fee. Plus, it's all backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee. So it's risk-free. Tomorrow could be awesome if you call today. Call 1-800-800-5070. That's 1-800-800-5070. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Most think South Florida is a land of plenty, yet 42,000 people in Collier County don't get enough to eat each day, especially when schools out and food pantries run bare. Please support the Satisfy the Hunger Community Food Drive. Check the Naples Daily News and naplesnews.com for details on how you can get involved. Satisfy your appetite for giving by helping your neighbors get a good meal. Sponsored by the Community Foundation and United Way of Collier County, the Richard M. Schultz Family Foundation, and the Naples Daily News.
It's easy to command respect at every turn. When you're engineered to literally drive circles around the competition. The all-new Audi Q7.
Who has time to make freshly brewed coffee every morning? Who has time to crack eggs? Who has time to brown a slice of Canadian bacon to perfection? We do. That's why you don't have to worry. We got you. See you tomorrow at the drive-thru.
In Clewiston.
In your corner.
Fox 4.
Need a new mattress? El Dorado has Florida's largest selection.
Welcome back to Fox 4 Rising. It is 6:30. We're following breaking news just into our newsroom. A U.S. serviceman has been killed in Iraq. We're just learning this is a combat-related death. No other details have been released. It happened in the neighborhood of Erbil in Iraq. This is according to Defense Secretary Ash Carter. Carter made the announcement in Germany this morning. He's there consulting with European allies. Right now, details are limited, but again, a U.S. serviceman, we are learning, has been killed in Iraq. New off the wires as you wake up with us. 3 New York college